a black person that they think is a scammer. But you have these white police officers who unalived black children and made $1 million and had a GoFundMe. And they did not bring that energy to these people that hate us. And that's what really upsets me about my people. And I tell this to every single person that has an issue with you, that try to get you shut down. I'm like, how dare y'all come at this black woman? And y'all don't even have the facts.
Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned into Neek at Night. And it looks like they finally got a hold of Roda. She surrendered to the police, and she was able to get a $10,000 bond. Now, we're going to go all over the details right after we hear a little bit more about her little rant.
And y'all, we also say that black people, we love scamming. We talk about scamming all the time. Since when do we have a problem with scamming? Last time I checked, I want black people to scam. They scammed us.
Child, shout out to Martin Lewis for always getting the Roda clips, and he always got them on clutch. Definitely check out Martin Lewis Resurrected, because that is where that clip came from. Now, let's proceed. So, as I said, she was booked and released on a $10,000 bond. But before she got booked, she had herself a little rant and some things that she really wanted to get off of her chest. Now, I was able to gather some of her rant from Martin. So let's get on into what she said, and then we'll get on into these details. All right, so I tried to screenshot as many receipts as I could from Martin's video. Hopefully, I was able to catch them and in order. But let's read through it. And again, this is her rant right before she turned herself in, like a day before she turned herself in, and things that she had to get off her chest. So she started out the rant by saying, "This is sick. Clearly, I'm being targeted. I'm willing to turn myself in. I am not on the run. I am simply getting my affairs in order. I am a mother with a child. I am being hunted like a slave when white people do this all the time and no one bats an eye. What is happening to me is a course in gender and racial oppression. I am a poor refugee, Muslim, queer, disabled woman. I am being dogpiled and attacked from so many angles. I am unprotected and left for it. I want to see my day in court. I have always showed up and will continue to show up. They want me to unalive me. They're inviting violence against me. I am getting thousands of threats. I am afraid for my life. They want me to unalive myself. I will not. I am being criminalized for retribution. This is inhumane, unethical, and callous, corrupt, and deplorable. They treated me like I'm OJ and I'm unalived a woman. Meanwhile, I suffered blunt force trauma and assault. And because immediately after the trauma, I didn't remember the details correctly, I am now America's most wanted. Does this not concern the good people of America? I haven't seen propaganda like this since, never mind. That's all y'all do. Shame. I am not on the run, but you guys are targeting me in your country, and for black women is seething. Black people's participation in the violence against me, shame on you. I have always showed up for you. I will continue to show up for you. This is for you. I won't let them intimidate millions of black women to be abused and silenced through me." Now, I'm going to pause reading her little rant right there. And honestly, I think that when she was in whatever country she came from, wherever she came from, I think she read a couple books on slavery and she wanted to come over here. And in my opinion, I think she's being, her own type of Rosa Parks in her own way. Like everything is an injustice because she read it in the history books. And now she's coming to set things right. Like, that's kind of what it feels like. She feels like she is going to be this person in the history books to change racism for everybody. And it's like, it exists, but it's like you're creating situations that might not all the way be that, because you're just an unlikable person and people just don't gravitate to you, period. But let's continue. So she said, "We are not going back 100 years. I am brave and I am faithful and I believe in justice. Olan committed a crime, not me, but I will turn myself in due process. I believe in the people. Why does she refuse to charge him? I've retained a lawyer and I am making steps to do what I always do, the right thing. You unethical journalists, just kidding, illiterate bloggers, abuser apologists, abusers, bullies, kids cannot relate. I am getting my affairs in order, making sure my son is safe, and I have been vomiting and suffering panic attacks for over 24 hours. As this is very re-traumatizing and frightening. The reason so many people are coming at me is because they are Olan Douglas. They have assaulted women. They have actually assaulted women. They have abused power. They are afraid that I will empower millions of women to speak out on the millions of men getting away with abuse. See, this is like a Jussie Smollett situation where Jussie Smollett thought where he was standing up and making a stance for black people and trying to like do this whole thing that backfired. And that's literally what this is given. Like, she wants to be the face of the women, Million Woman March or something. You know what I'm saying? That's like literally what is given. If they silence me, they will silence millions of women. Okay? And it's cool to be that type of person if you want to be like the Rosa Parks of our generation, or you really put forth the effort to be a social justice warrior. Cool. But you don't do it by creating chaos to try to use that as a means to fix anything. That's just kind of what it's given. Like, you're going around creating chaos and then turning it into a thing instead of just being a voice for actual things that are actually happening. But anyway, she said, this is what is at stake. This is a moment. Will you be a part of the right part of history? We are heavily archived. We will never forget. Okay? Like, I'm telling you, she read one of the history books and said, listen, I'm going to be that. She said, I knew he was a liar and abuser and a loser. Vindicated, goodbye. He made a major mistake. She says, keep trying me, creators. I've been silently taking y'all violence, using my good tuition from Columbia University and investigating all of y'all. Disgusting. Half of y'all have warrants, which I will post. A lot of y'all got PPP loans unpaid, which I will post. Some of y'all owe child support, which I will post. And a few of y'all are violating right now. How you know? I know her name. I'm resourceful and petty as y'all. Y'all post about me, I'll post about you, and I'll call her too. Also, why Olan allegedly spreading, and then she got the germ emoji, and he's on Hinge trying to do more harm. She then says, people are going to my job, house, and family threatening assault. We can't call the police for protection. Telling y'all is a joke because y'all treating me like y'all the The precedent to assault me without consequences is set up by HPD. My face hasn't even healed yet. I can't have another concussion. Please, God, protect me. And then it says, I'm righteously angry after you all scam people with lies and use my pain to make money online. Y'all are lying about me again. 95% of the stories circulating are completely false. Y'all came back for round 2. My pain is financial gain for y'all. It's internet fodder. It's a joke. Y'all are criminals, immoral. Y'all are monsters. What y'all are doing to me is evil. Why do y'all refuse to see me as a victim? Even with my face brutalized in the hospital in tears, y'all hate black women so much, and this is so frightening. We are officially in a sunken place. I will not lie that people don't automatically believe black women, and this is why I feel like the more we make an example out of people who flip, lie, and twist stories, the better that we can come forward and everybody can band together on real stories. Like when you have so many fake made up stories and people twisting the truth and bending the truth, it makes it hard to believe. And when you have a history of every single where that you go, there's an issue every time you walk out of your door, that becomes the boy who cried wolf situation. And even if something really happens to you, because so much BS happened before that was blown out of proportion, people are gonna minimize your situation. Okay, so this article comes from click2houston.com. It says Houston's viral brick lady surrenders amidst scandal of fraudulent GoFundMe campaign. And then it goes on to say, in a bizarre, bewildering saga that has gripped the city of Houston, the limelight shines on Roda Osman, the woman who catapulted to viral fame for her harrowing tale of a brick assault outside a local club, a narrative that authorities now assert to be untrue. The latest twist in unfolding drama reveals that Osman, age 33, has finally surrendered to police. Charged with felony theft by deception, Osman had initially pledged to turn herself in on Thursday. However, the promised surrender did not materialize. Now, new court records bring clarity to the situation, confirming that Osman surrendered to authorities this morning. As Houston grapples with the strange sequence of events, recent court documents shed light on Osman's legal status. She is now reportedly free on a $10,000 bond, awaiting her arraignment scheduled for March 5th. As part of her bond conditions, Osman has to surrender her passport. It says the unfolding drama began when Osman's claims of a vicious attack circulated widely on social media, eliciting an outpouring of sympathy and support from online community. However, the narrative took a dark twist when it was exposed that Osman had allegedly exploited her distressing story to raise over $42,000 on GoFundMe under false pretenses. The charges against Osman are severe, accusing her of fabricating significant elements of the story she presented to police. The incident dates back to September when Osman claimed she was assaulted with a brick by an unknown man after rejecting his advances outside a club. Her social media post, which did not include any footage of the alleged assault, sparked widespread debates online about the credibility of her story. Now, again, this is why it's so important to not twist any version of the truth. We saw how things played out with Meg Thee Stallion because she twisted and altered certain versions of the truth. She started out by wanting to protect Tory by, number one, not telling the officers on the scene the truth when it happened. Number two, waiting a couple of days. At first, report saying it was glass. Then, when she finally wanted to fess up, it was hard for people to believe. Now, after gathering the facts and just cutting out all the noise with the Meg and Tory thing, I was able to gather that Tory was the one who was the culprit of the situation. But because there was so much fodder and lies surrounding it, it made it hard to believe any of them. And it took me to go down to the court to see the actual facts that were presented that pointed Tory as the culprit. And then, from there, I got the truth of the situation. So when you start off twisting parts of the story and so many of the details are altered to a high degree, even the parts of your story that are real, people are going to feel a little sketchy about it because there are parts that you made up for no reason. Is why it's important to, even if it makes you look bad, tell the truth through and through no matter what. Now, as she came to social media and said that she had to get him off of her, or she had to smack him and run or something, then it would not be this whole situation because she would have been telling the truth. Now, let's go on to a little more. So it says, according to a charging document, Osman reported to the police that she was hit in the face with a brick and also claimed to have narrowly escaped a kidnapping attempt by a supposed Uber driver. However, a subsequent review of local surveillance footage by a detective painted a different picture. In the video, Osman is seen in the company of a friend and the individual she later pointed out as her assailant. The video reportedly depicts Osman slapping the individual who retaliates by striking her back, wielding a water bottle in hand. The footage contradicted Osman's claims of the assault and raised doubts about the authenticity of her story. A friend who was with Osman on the night of the incident reportedly told police that she did not believe Osman was hit with a brick. Despite these inconsistencies, the initial social media post led to a fundraiser on GoFundMe that garnered hundreds of donations totaling at least $42,000. The crowdfunding page has since been deactivated, and it says this isn't her first time, yada yada, and it refers back to a situation in 2020. Now, if you guys missed any of those posts, y'all know I have been doing a lot of breakdowns in what she has been doing. I've posted a lot of videos, and in this video is just going to be clips that Martin Lewis found that I didn't post in my other videos. But if you guys didn't see my Agent of Chaos video, make sure you check that out. If you guys didn't see some of the other videos that I went over, definitely check out those, and I'll see y'all on the next one after this clip.
Me. This is about black women. This is about gender oppressed people. Good black men are not worried about an apology. Good black men are trying to support black women right now and make sure that we don't go back 100 years. Are you serious? Why would we apologize to you guys? Because you guys criminalized me after I reported a crime and tried to find any single thing you guys could to criminalize me and say that I deserve to be brutalized like that? That is disgusting. No, you don't deserve an apology. You're a narcissist. Stop centering yourself. This is not about you. We are the Beyonce. You are Michelle or Kelly, and you are a supporting role. Help us. We need help right now. This is scary. This is frightening. This is unprecedented. My life is in danger. You are not the Beyonce of this story. Stop centering yourself. This is not about you.
Child, like I said, it's really giving main character energy. And when she says that the men are the supporting role, they are the Michelle and Kelly, I feel like she also feels like that way about Black Americans as well, because we just, we couldn't get it done. We couldn't nip this whole racism thing in the bud. So we need her to come over here and carry us, okay? So she is the Beyonce through and through, okay? Because what these Black Americans couldn't do, baby, here come Rhoda to the rescue, because she done read these books and she about to show us how we can get together and put all of this behind us, and we gonna, she got it all figured out, baby. Let's continue.
You guys are psycho. Are you crazy? Let's be real, y'all would never treat a white woman this way. Let's be real, y'all would never treat me this way if I was light-skinned, if I was petite, if I had a demure presence, if I followed the rules of patriarchy, if I was quiet, if I was nice, but I'm not. I am a person who is radical. I am a person that demands change. I am a person that challenges. I am a person who will always fight for justice. And that is what the problem is. The problem is a Black, confident, radical woman has never been invited to this conversation, never been safe in America, and I will never be safe in America. But I thought I was safe with Black people. I thought we loved each other. And what y'all doing is embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed? This is very embarrassing.